class! I hope you are all ready for another exciting day of learning. Before we dive into our lesson, let's kick things off with a fun challenge to get our brains warmed up. Today, we were going to play a game called 4 Picks 1 Word. Have any of you played it before? For those who haven't, here's how it works. I will show you 4 pictures and your task is to guess the word that connects them all. It's a great way to sharpen our observation and think critically. Sound good? Fantastic! Let's get started. Here are the pictures. Take a moment to observe each picture carefully. What do you notice? What do these images have in common? Any guesses? Let's see if you have cracked the code. The answer is biology. That's right, biology. So what is biology? Biology is a branch of natural sciences which deals with the study of all living things, also known as the science of life. Bio means life. Logos means to study or the study. The objectives of today's activity are: at the end of this lesson, the students should be able to identify the different level of biological organization, appreciate the importance of the different levels of biological organization, and explain and create a visual representation of each level of biological organization. Why is it important to know the levels of biological organization? The importance of knowing the levels of biological organization lies in grasping the fundamental structure and functions of life on Earth, which in turn inform scientific inquiry and practical applications across diverse disciplines. In this activity, I want you to divide into 2 groups. Each group must examine different examples of biological organization. Use the materials provided to create a visual representation of each level, from cells to biosphere. Take your time to explore and discuss your findings with your groups. Great job, class! Your representation was clear, organized, and engaging. Well done! Let's uncover the connections that bind every living thing together. So first is an atom. So what is atom? Atoms are the smallest unit of matter that have the chemical properties of a particular chemical element. So one of the examples of an atom is hydrogen atom. So another, take a look at this picture. So what do you see? So this is an molecules. Molecules is the smallest particle of a substance that retains all the properties of the substance and is composed of one or more atoms. So one of the example is water molecules. The next, it is the cell. So cell is the smallest unit of biological organization that biologists consider alive. Then, this is a 4 types of tissues. So, it is a tissues. So, when we say tissue, it's a group of distinct and similar cells that carry out a specific set of functions. So, 4 types of tissue, which is the connective tissues, epithelial tissue, muscle tissues, and nervous tissues. How about this? This is the heart. So, it is an organ. Organ are groups of tissues organized together to carry out a particular set of functions. Then, this is an organ system. Organ system is a group of organs that work together in the body to perform a complex functions. So actually, there's lots of examples of an organ system, which is the skeletal system, muscular system, digestive system, lymphatic system, respiratory system, and so on. So next is, this is a tiger. So, it is one of an organism, right? So, organism is the levels of biological organization that has its own distance of existence as a complex, self-producing unit. So, one example is a tiger. It's an animal, right? Or human. So, another is a species. So, species is a group of organisms that can breed and produce viable and fertile offspring. So, next, it is a population. So, populations is a group consisting of members of the same species that live in together in a given area at the same time. Next is a community. When we say community, is all the populations of different species living and interacting together in a distinct area. So, next is, this is an ecosystem. So, it's a community of living organisms and the non-living components. So, next is, so this is a biosphere. So, when we say biosphere, is the part of the planet where life exists. It is the region of the earth where all possible life exists. So, one example is Earth, right? Actually, understanding these levels helps us grasp how life is organized and interconnected across different scales. Today, we were going to explore how life is organized, from the tiniest atom to the vast biosphere. Let's uncover the connections that bind every living thing together. This image illustrates the hierarchical levels of biological organization, starting from the smallest unit of life, the cell, and progressing to larger and more complex systems. At the cellular level, individual cells carry out specific functions within organisms. These cells come together to form tissues, which in turn make up organs and organ systems. Organisms such as plants and animals consist of multiple organ systems working together to maintain life. Populations of organisms of the same species inhabit specific areas interacting with each other and their environment. Communities consist of different populations living together in the same area, while ecosystems encompass both living organisms and their physical environment. Finally, the biosphere encompasses all ecosystems on Earth where life exists in various forms and interactions. This image visually represents the interconnectedness and hierarchical structure of life form from the microscopic to the global scale. So what is the significance of hierarchical levels of biological organization? Hierarchical levels of biological organization provide a framework for understanding the complex structure and interactions within living systems from molecules to ecosystems. This organization allows for specialization, efficient resource allocation, and adaptation to environmental changes. It also facilitates the study of life across different scales, from the molecular mechanisms of cells to the dynamics of populations and ecosystems. Alright class, we are now moving into the evaluation portion of our session. I have put together 10 questions to assess your comprehensions to the material we have been discussing. I want to encourage each of you to approach these questions with confidence and focus. Remember, this is a chance for you to demonstrate what you have learned, so give it your best effort. If you have any questions or need clarifications, don't hesitate to ask. Let's dive in. Great job, everyone! Now that we have completed the evaluation, let's delve deeper into our understanding with a couple of extension questions. These questions are designed to challenge your thinking and encourage further explorations of the topics we have covered. Thank you all for your active participation and thoughtful contribution in today's class on the levels of biological organization. It's been a pleasure exploring this fascinating topic with you. Remember to reflect on what we have discussed and feel free to reach out if you have any further questions or insights. Have a great day and keep up the excellent work in our biology class.